yours, cause I got mine. I'm talking Payoneer, Netspend, Venmo, Stash. Too many ways for you to run my cash.
Check reparation, 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 check reparation.
Well, if you talking compensation, it's about that time. You get everybody.
Blessed risings, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where in the world you are tapping in from. You got to keep in mind that Keep It P podcast is a global show, and today we will be discussing California lawmaker proposes ban on Skittles. We will be discussing that and more when we return from these brief messages on today's episode of B1 Health and Wellness.
Music Tuesday. Music TV.
Welcome back. This is the Keep It P podcast, where we take news, situations, and other occurrences, and we show how one could or could not be keeping it P. And today, I am your host, TZ Von Savage, in the place to be. Now, this is a food and wine article. It is written by Sabrina Medora. All right, California lawmaker. Is this a Democrat, Republican? You got legislation aiming to prevent food companies from using dyes and other additives shown to cause cancer. So whatever lawmaker this is, whatever side they're on, this is the side you want to be on. Right away, we want you to know that. We want to show you the killer Skittles, and they might be. I don't really get down with candy like that. I try to eat a healthy, balanced, nutritious meal. So I'm actually headed for the vegetarian arena. Not vegan, I ain't there yet. But if you think about our stomachs, and I don't believe we came from monkeys and apes. I'm talking about body setup, makeup, internal organs. Then they're vegetarians. That's why I did this as a B1 Health and Wellness. Of course, they're letting us know about our health. It goes on to say the war on Skittles and other confections that use food additives is old news, but a new bill in the California legislature could bring about the sales ban introduced by Democrat. Oh, so here, side up all of a sudden with the Democrats. Remember, on this show, we not on a side. We on the B1 side. We on the reparation side. We believe here on the Keep It P podcast, they are two wings of the same bird. And you need the two wings to operate in the same function in order to fly. And that's what they be doing. In front of our face, they do one thing, but they all in the same club. A club that neither you nor I, black people, are a part of. And the few that think they're in the club, you already know what they're about. See, I don't even have to tell you. I ain't even gonna say no words. It goes on to say, after letting you know that it was introduced by Democrat Jesse Gabriel, Assembly Bill 418 aims to prohibit the manufacture, sale, and distribution of any foods containing the additives red dye number 3, titanium dioxide, potassium bromate, brominated vegetable oil, and propylparaben. Now listen here. I'ma tell you, let me save you lawmakers. So you can't be like, well, look at us. We can't work on reparations right now because we're trying to save your life. Look at us. We passing bills for cancer. And you know, it's a Democrat bill. And so we for the black people now. And we just trying to save your life from cancer. Look at the numbers. Look at all the cancer killings in your community. So this is directly affecting your community. Look at us trying to help you now from cancer. Skittles is cancer now. And all that could be true. But let me tell you this. If you have any of these ingredients in your food, you probably shouldn't eat them. And Skittles, I'm pretty sure you could live without. I can tell you again, let me repeat, any of those additives that I named, if they're in your food, you should stop eating them. Processed foods, not good for you. Newsflash, ding, 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 ding. You don't have to eat none of this poison that they're feeding you. So, therefore, we don't need these laws before we need the laws that help protect us. We don't need these laws before we need reparations. Lawmakers, since you want to do something so bad and you want to protect people, let us get our reparations. Then we can have the money to decide what type of diet we can have. We can afford Whole Foods, urban, not even urban. We can get some land and get our own veggies and crops. But you don't want that. You want to pretend like this got something to do with us, and it's nothing more than a distraction. And I did do it to pull your coat about the health and wellness, but I didn't want you to be hoodwinked and get the focus off of reparations. And that's all this is. That's all this is. And then it's going to go on to talk about how earlier this month, Consumer Reports called upon Just Born Quality Confections, aka the manufacturer of Peeps, to stop using red dye number 3. Listen, who's eating Peeps? Stop eating Peeps. Ain't nobody eating Peeps. Ain't nobody eating Peeps. A whole lot of blah, blah, blah. Um, these additives in the bill 418 are currently classified as safe by the FDA. See how they don't even care? They like, yeah, that's good. We don't care about that, man. Put all that stuff in there. We don't eat that stuff, though. The European Food Safety Authority, however, conducted an independent study that revealed the additives risk to customers, including asthma, cancer, memory loss, impaired condition, and behavioral issues. So you're letting your kids eat Takis and all of that, and then you can't understand black people, why they not acting how they should be acting. Besides them having to go to school and deal with race soldiers and race puppeteers, race baiters and haters. And then you're not even giving them the proper diet. Bottom line, they don't have this over there in the UK, just to let you know. Lastly, Skittles and many other brands have already made changes to their recipes in the European Union, the UK, and other nations where these chemicals are banned. We simply want them to do the same thing in the United States. Black people, they serving this stuff up to you, one, to kill you. But don't let no, we need the lawmakers to go in and say something. And we need them fighting for us for our rights for health care and for our rights to eat Skittles and for our rights to stop all this ban, so stop eating it. No, we want reparations. Check. Hashtag cut the check. What do we learn here, boys and girls? Don't let them throw you off, P. Once change your diet. Let's eat right. We've been changing it. You can see it. It's already in there. We working out. Look at the black workout channels. Look at how we got vegans out here. We just got to keep on getting on code. That's it. Number two, don't let them lawmakers, especially them old funky Democrats, look what we're doing for you. We're going to get bans on this stuff so your kids don't have to. How about control and patrol your own self? Let me say that again. How about control and patrol your own self? How about that? But I ain't gonna hold you. I'm just gonna mold you, fold you, and scold you about being off code. Gonna leave you with 4 words, as we always do, about this time. That is love, peace. You chuck up them deuces, but you might need that deuce to get to the truth. Blessings. Be a blessing. Give a blessing and don't be afraid to receive a blessing. In Maloha. Gotta go high. Out the Doha. For show high. You already know how. Big brother, light bright, supreme. Almighty. Signing off.
Music Tuesday.